Many months later.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the channel. I'm headed to the garage now, and if you guys are interested in the giveaway that I'm going to be doing today, stick around to the end of the video. So see you guys at the garage. Alright, yeah, I know it's been a minute since I recorded last, but between all deadlines and traveling, it was getting a lot. So I thought I'd take my time and enjoy the process really, then rush it. So let's get into it. I don't have too much to plan today other than small little tasks here and there. But now let's get some work done. Yeah, I know it's dark, but we're gonna fix that today. Now we're gonna start with the most important part, which is making sure that the engine is lubricated. Make sure you check your engine oil, even if your oil change is not due, especially if you have an older car, because you could be burning oil and you would never know until it's too late. So let's get started with that. Alright, so make sure you check your user's manual so you know what engine oil you're putting in the car. Alright, so story time. People just keep driving into the driveway. I promise the story will lead to our giveaway, but I want to kind of set the stage of why I'm doing it. So here we go. I'm not paranoid. I swear there's someone outside.
Here's Johnny!
So in my first video, I briefly mentioned that I bought the car from Minneapolis, so about 6 to 7 hours from where I live currently. And we had arranged to meet up at a Honda dealership so I can get engine compression test on the motor here so that I can make sure that the car will last me a while. Alright, we're going to work and talk today. So, quickly, I just want to mention what I'm doing here is the strip right here is all messed up. The clips holding it in place are half there, half not. Whenever I wash the car, I tend to find some water gathering in the passenger side, so let's work and talk. And so, on my solo trip there, I took the bus there, and then I took an Uber from the bus stop to the Honda dealership. Well, that Uber driver turned out to be a Somalian Muslim, and naturally we started talking. So first thing he asked me was what I'm doing in town. And so I told him, hey, you know, I'm just here for the day, came to pick up a car, and so I'll be headed out right after I buy the car. And jokingly I told him, you know, I hope this turns out to be a good car. You know, it's a very special car, and you know, I might have said a couple things that maybe I shouldn't have. And so he goes, what kind of car is it? And the way he asked me the question, I knew it was leading to something. And deep down, I had that struggle already in spending so much cash on this car. There's so much I could do with that money. Anyways, he goes, what kind of car is it? So I start sweating. What am I supposed to tell him? So again, I go, you know, it's a very special car. It's very hard to come by, especially at this price point. You can't beat it. Even if I flip this car, I can make some money off of it. And he goes, but what kind of car is it? And I go, well, it's a Honda S2000, knowing that he wouldn't know what it is. So he goes, yeah, so it's a van? I was like, no, not exactly. It's a coupe.
It was at this moment that he knew.
He goes, so how much is it? And first thing crossed my mind is like, why should I tell him, right? But you gotta be respectful. And so I maybe stretched the truth a little bit, and I told him a couple grand below what I was actually gonna buy it for, of course. There's a little bit of a moment of silence, and I know it's coming. It's just building up.
A lot of boring math later.
Yeah, nothing can go as planned, but here we are. It's a week later, and last you saw me was changing out the weather strip and putting on the bolts onto my valve cover. We got busy doing other work.
Epilogue.
And we blew a fuse, so in order for me to put that lighting in the car, I needed to get a new fuse, make sure that was the problem, and then yeah, onto the fun stuff. We're gonna change out the fuse. I got a nice little kit of fuses from Amazon, so hopefully that works. And then from there, initially I was gonna put the lighting onto the power supply, but now I'm gonna actually hardwire it in. So thanks to a friend who gave me the idea of actually just going all out. I was under the impression we had to solder things, but apparently not. I've got 2 sets of lights now. The extra days kind of giving me a chance to order backup material, and I'm hoping I don't screw up the first set, because I plan on cutting the wire. If that doesn't work, I've got a USB connection that I plan to use as an adapter, but I'll explain that as we go. By the way, bear with me, it's like 9 a.m. on a Sunday. And if you know me, I don't sleep early, so This is what my coworkers see every morning. Like I said, I don't know where I left off, but so yeah, the uncle starts going off on me like, kids these days are so selfish. You could be doing so much with your money. You could be helping out the poor, the homeless, the hungry, the refugees. You could be helping out your family. And everything he said was correct. 5-10 minutes, you know, he was just going off, and I let him go on because he was right. But I really wanted the car, right? And I wanted to do this, which was start a channel, build the car with you guys, and with that build an audience, and hopefully do good using that audience. So that was my investment. I don't know how far that's got me yet. So yeah, I gotta step up my game. But obviously I wasn't gonna explain that to him at that point. Hopefully I can make this channel grow to the point where I can actually help people out. Which brings me to my first giveaway. But first we're gonna start working on the lighting, so let's go do that. Alright, so here's the old fuse off the car. Alright, well, I don't know if focus will work. Focus.
Focus.
Will I have invisibility?
Focus.
You can see right there, it's actually broken. So let's open the bag and get a new fuse. So here we are with our LED lights. This is my Plan A. It's off Amazon for like 25 bucks. This goes right into the power supply, so I'm gonna have to do some wiring. So that's my Plan A. My backup plan if that doesn't work.
There's always Plan B.
This is a USB. So I bought a adapter. Adapter that'll go right into the fuse box using the, I think it's called the fuse tap. Hopefully this works. We've got the ground right here is black, and that should go right into our fuse. And so yeah, I'm gonna cut it. Hopefully this works, because Amazon won't let me return this anymore. Here's our ground. Here's what's gonna go into our fuse tap here, and we're gonna crimp it down in this side. But on the bottom here, we'll put that 10 amp fuse in here. This will go replace that 10 amp fuse. And on the top here, we'll put a low amp fuse to go with the LED lights to protect our fuse box.
2 hours later.
Alright, so we're finally done here. So quickly before I explain the giveaway, I'll walk you through what I did here. After rewiring the LED lights, I crimped on the fuse tap. I then put the 2 fuses in there and plugged that into the fuse that I wanted to go into. You can use the fuse tap to put it in any of the slots within the fuse box. So you just gotta know what you want. I just wanted the lights to turn on while the car was running because it gets really dark here in here at night. I could have gone all out and really put a ton of lights in here, but I think this much looks just about right. So we put the fuse tap into the correct fuse slot. We then connected the black wire to any bolt that was connected directly to the metal body of the car and nearby the fuse, of course. And then I ran the wires from the driver's side to the passenger side, and then ran the 3M adhesives to put it on the specific locations that I want it to be on. Of course, this is a small car, so I don't have back seats, but the LEDs that come for the back seats, I just ran the wires through the door sill panels and through the back panels and then stuck them right behind the car seat. So I think it looks nice. It's not only at the bottom, but there's a little bit of a halo around the car seats. So yeah, it's easy as that. So how would I stick it into my 3 buckets that I explained in my last video? Cost wise, pretty cheap, $25. Aesthetics, with the right color and the right brightness, subtle and elegant. And performance, yeah, I could definitely feel a couple horsepower, especially at night. All right, now for the moment that y'all may or may not have been waiting for. About a year ago, a close friend of mine launched a business where he baked in charity work into his business plan. So every one product you bought, he would donate 1 product. It's like buy one, get one free to the homeless. All the links will be in the description below. So help me help you, help him, help others. I think I got it. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button, drop a comment, and for bonus, follow me on Instagram and my Snapchat. I'll be reaching out to 3 or maybe 5 of you guys on this date and giving out $50 worth of products. And guys, even if you don't win, I think buy the products now only because it's quality products, but you're also helping others. Anyways, that's it for this video. Jazakallah for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.